Steakhouse, and that was their big claim to fame. They were some of the first people to come out with a big giant pepper mill and do it on your steak.
Right.
What a difference fresh pepper makes. Anyway, that's coming up in a little bit. So
I could go on forever about
this. Is one of my picks in the whole block, and I will tell you, because this nesting storage system is the best quality I've seen out there. I love the color-coded design of it. I love the nesting feature of it. It's on price break of $35.95. You have multiple uses and multiple sizes in this, and it's last call on it. I have about, when we started at about 600 or 700, I think I'm already down to about 500 remaining. It is on FlexPay for $11.98. You can't beat a good stackable storage system.
You really can't, because I'm not one that likes to use this old plastic bags for storage. I like to be able to reuse. I don't like this going to the landfill.
Try putting lasagna in there, and good luck with that, which I've...
Exactly.
Right? Put some lasagna in a plastic bag.
It never works. But what's ingenious about the Joseph & Joseph 20-piece storage system is that they took storage systems, and then the aha moment is that they actually color coordinated the lids to go with the container, so you never have to go searching around to find the proper lid for the proper container, because I know that my yellow container goes with my yellow lid, and it matches up perfectly, and it stacks beautifully. The lids snap into place, so that way, without a problem, everything stacks beautifully together, and the capacity is amazing. We're talking over 500 ounces total worth of storage space between all of the containers.
A lot of people will go and they buy like the little 4-packs and 5-packs of the cheapo ones, and I'm not poo-pooing those completely. I guess if you want ones that you can throw away or recycle, that's great, but for me, that's a waste of time and a waste of money. When you have these that you can use over and over again, let me tell you what you're gonna get, but they're all BPA free, by the way. You're gonna get 2 8-ounce containers with the lids, 2 18-ounce containers,
which is these,
with the lids, 2 37-ounce containers, 2 63-ounce, and those are the big jumbo size.
Which is the purple.
Right.
Right there.
We give you a 101-ounce container with a lid and a 152-ounce.
And that's the green.
So, and that could be like for your pasta salads or your larger leftover meals. These are ideal. They're great for taking to work. They're great for organizing your kids. They're great for organizing picnics or banquets or whatever you're doing. A lot of times I like to do a lot of my dishes the day before and prep them ahead of time. It's great for that too, because you've got something that's really very, very substantial. The gauge is about 10 times thicker than the cheap stuff that you see at the grocery store.
Yeah, this is sturdy. This isn't flimsy.
No, this you use over. You're gonna have these for years and years and years, and you'll be amazed at how convenient it is to have everything in one place. I was one of those folks that had lots of containers, kind of piecemeal, this piece of that. The lid didn't fit on that one. The lids always crack right at the corner.
Right.
They're very hard to take on and off. Joseph designed these so that they're easy on the hands as well. You have that sort of a silicone material all around the outside, and that's pliable so that you can move your fingers. Yeah, and you just put a little pressure on it, snaps shut.
And think about the cheap plastic containers that you may be using out there. You put it in the microwave, what happens? Sometimes you'll actually warp the plastic and cook it. But for meal preppers out there, or if you like preparing your own lunch, we did a salad in the container, and then to keep the salad fresh, we kept the croutons separate, and then we kept the vinaigrette separate, so when you get to work, you can actually mix it yourself. This is a tight-fitting lid. Nothing's gonna spill on you.
Completely sealed, so if you have liquid in there, you don't have to worry, or if you're putting something in there that has juice or whatever, don't worry about that. They're ideal for storing soups. They're ideal for leftover vegetables that maybe you've cut up and you want to put away. As Eric said, for salads, I always say, when you're trying to lose weight, there's so many things that stand in your way that make it hard to do that. And one of the things is, then I gotta get a container, then I gotta, you know what I mean? Like trying to make a salad, now you're like, okay, so now I need containers for the salad, I need containers for the dressing, I need containers for what I'm putting in the salad. When you have them, you will do it. And that, I'm telling you, don't look for excuses. This is a great way to be able to port anything. Maybe it's, it's because we're entering from spring into summer here. Maybe it's just you're going to a picnic. You have 4th of July coming up and you've prepped up veggies or fruits. How about a whole watermelon and being able to do the entire watermelon and put all that fresh watermelon right into a container? And having all the different color-coded tops is great because you know exactly what lid fits what top.
Because the old containers that I have, that I've used in the past, my cabinets are a mess. So in order to combat that, I would actually take my containers and put the lids on them. But what that does is it then takes away my cabinet space because I want to keep all those lids. Now with this, they nest beautifully inside one another. So, and then I know when I want the large container, I know the large container has the green dot on the bottom. It's going to match with the green lid on top.
Yeah,
and this is the largest container at 152 ounces. And this is 19 cups worth of liquid or capacity.
You can tell when you hit it on the table that this is not like the little teeny, little paper thin disposable type. These are ideal if you like to go camping, if you're a boater and you want things to keep things dry inside there, whether you're putting your keys in your wallet and all that stuff in there, they're ideal for anybody out there. We had Kyle, my producer, just told me we had 800. We're already down to about 400. These will sell out. I hope they don't sell out before I get some because I totally need a new set. And by the way, buy as many sets as you like. They're a customer pick. In fact, if you go to hsn.com, I wish you would read the reviews. Out of the 38 reviews, 31 are 5-star. 31 are perfect reviews, and the other 7 are on or about that same sort of a rating. So I don't see what you could find wrong with these personally because they're the perfect sizes. It's a great assortment of sizes, even right down to the little ones. Because sometimes, maybe you just have a few olives left over in a jar.
Right.
Like recently I've been eating a lot of beans and salad, so I've been buying black beans, which are great, high fiber, and
some garbanzos beans.
Right.
Very good.
I never use the whole container, and I'm like, but I don't want to put a metal with a piece of plastic wrap, thing back in because those, a lot of them you have to open the cans and they're not resealable. Take them in the juice and just pour them right in there and you don't have to worry about anything. I mean, honestly, these are gonna make your life so much easier. FlexPay, which you see there, is our way of breaking up the payments. A wonderful way to be able to not have to pay $35 all at once. You pay $11.98, you get the product shipped to your house. If you don't love it, return it. You have 30 days in which to return it. And I will tell you, I don't think anybody would ever return these because these will go into action the day you get them. I guarantee you'll put something
Absolutely.
in the container.
Now, what's funny is you're talking about using like little bits of stuff, and which is great about the the 1 cup capacity container is that here's a funny story. I was away for Easter, cooked for my my in-laws, and I made a shrimp dish, and there was 2 shrimp left over, and I love my mother-in-law, but she used a plastic bag just for 2 shrimp.
Yeah.
So this plastic bag, this is going to get used once and thrown away. I could have put the 2 shrimp in here, and then it still could have been used over and over and over.
Or the cocktail sauce, if you have that. I mean, this smaller...
Is top rack dishwasher safe.
I'm amazed at how much I use small containers over the large ones. Once in a while I'll make like a family-sized meal, stuffed peppers or something like that, where I want to put, I want to put that into a container, and I sure don't want to put that into a bag. Bags are messy. Bags leak. You never know if you've sealed it properly. And this amount of space you're going to save. In fact, Eric, you go over to the fridge.
Yeah, I want to show you the fridge because
show you how they look in the fridge.
This is exactly what this is going to do for your life. Is that you're going to be able to organize everything a lot easier with the storage containers from Joseph & Joseph. You can see that we have things like sliced oranges and peppers. If you do meal preps, if you're used to prepping, over the weekend, you can go ahead and get everything ready for your meals for the week. So everything from little lemon wedges to your quinoas, your rice, your leftovers. It's gonna take care of your fridge and organize it in such an unbelievable way that you're gonna love it.
Remember, multiple sizes and multiple uses. I have about 350 to go around. These can go in the freezer, correct?
Freezer safe.
Okay.
Refrigerator safe. Microwave safe. Top rack dishwasher safe. You're going to be able to use this over and over and over for years. And again, it's got the color coordination dots to match back with the lid, which is, I think, the aha moment of this whole system.
Yeah.
That Joseph & Joseph, they said.
You don't have a bunch of stacked lids sitting in there and you're trying to figure out, and having
you're like, is it
you're having
this
a senior
one?
moment.
I don't know. Is it this one? You don't have to because
you're like,
the lids.
What's wrong with me? Where did that lid go?
Joseph & Joseph said, let's make sure that the lids actually snap together. So they all fit together perfectly.
And remember, you may pay a little bit more for these. Just they're worth it. I mean, I hate to see people go out and spend $5 or $6 or $7 on a 5-pack of these things, only to wind up throwing them away or hopefully recycling them when they break. And it doesn't take very long. Those are very, very thin gauge. They're not really sealable. You know, they flip on, but they don't really stay. And once if you, heaven forbid, you put them in the dishwasher, which I don't think you're supposed to with those, they're going to melt and they're never going to fit again, right? So these are made to last. They are reusable over and over and over again. They're BPA free, microwave safe, freezer safe. So, and remember, not just stuff that you're storing in the fridge. Ideal for dry goods. Eric's got a whole bunch of stuff of their
beans,
sugar.
rice, sugar, flour. Keep those bugs out. We're in an area in Florida where we get a lot of bugs. Even into our pasta boxes, we get these little bugs.
Oh my gosh,
And then all of a sudden you go to cook pasta and there's pepper, quote unquote, pepper floating on top. You're like,
that's just so everybody
nasty.
knows out there, that's quite common, believe it or not, because a lot of those companies that produce the organic products don't use any kind of a way to keep bugs out of the boxes, so they get in there. It probably won't hurt you, but still, once they get in there, they go from one place to the next, and that's not a good thing. So you want to make sure that everything is sealed up and everything is sanitary and everything is good for you and your family. Remember, again, you get a huge configuration. This is all of them spread out over here. We've got them all stacked up. And then we have all of them, this is all of them right in here. Look at how they all conveniently, except for the big jumbo ones.
Over 63 cups worth of storage capacity amongst all the pieces.
All right, Eric, great job.
Thank you so much.
That's it for
Always
you?
a pleasure, that's it.
All right, Eric's gonna take off.